beautiful AP World History students. I'm Wilson Lewis, and this is Crash Course World History. Today, we will not be discussing a world history standard, but will instead be talking about the class itself. To start us off, AP World History is one of the first APs you will take in your high school career, and can be compared to stubbing your toe. It hurts, you hate it, but you know you're going to be doing it again soon. APs can count as college credit if you score high enough on the AP exam, and boost your grade by one letter average, which makes them the best thing since canned bread.
Ooh, Mr. Lewis, how can AP World History be that hard? I heard World History is an easy subject.
Pass me, that was the stupidest thing you said throughout all of high school. Yes, World History is an easy subject. AP World History as a class is not. You have to learn how to write 3 different kinds of essays, each difficult in their own way, and learn concepts and patterns of civilizations over a period of 5,000 years. I can barely remember what I ate for breakfast yesterday, so this is a little difficult. Now, as hard as the class may be, teachers will make it or break it. Good teachers will do in-depth grading of assignments, follow essay rubrics to the letter, and give students creative ways to learn, unless they are, wait for it, Mr. Crawford.
Tiptoe through the wind.
Mr. Crawford uses the Nike system of grading papers, provides a few opportunities to draw pictures of unit concepts, and requires extra discussion points in essays, even though he would still give you a check if you didn't put them. Mr. Crawford also had a quiz system that he borrowed from Satan himself. It was simple in explanation. Read a chapter, take a 10-question quiz on it. What no one ever tells you is the length of these chapters. Each of the chapters is at least 30 pages, some are 40, some are 50. This makes them incredibly boring and time-consuming to read, which leads to students just not reading them. This created another problem: every student failing each reading quiz. But Mr. Crawford had a solution. Rather than have a quiz on a chapter no one would read, he instead replaced the quiz with notes on certain pages from the chapters that no one would read either. This solved one problem and created another, but Mr. Crawford was beyond caring. Mr. Crawford's unique teaching and grading style has been allowed for one simple reason. Mr. Crawford is a superhero. Born with the power to grow facial hair at will and teach lessons plans that would take weeks in a single day, Mr. Crawford lends his heroic might to the people who need him most, the students of Lakeside. By giving papers a check rather than actually grading them, he gives students the confidence boost they need to get through the rest of their classes. His quizzes and notes also teach students how to properly procrastinate. He is truly an inspiration to teachers everywhere. But enough about the world's greatest teacher. Let's discuss more AP World History. The AP World History curriculum is split into 6 periods, each with their own unique name. Neolithic period, the Classical period, the Post-Classical period, the Early Modern period, the Modern period, and the 20th Century period. Someone got pretty creative with all those names. In each period, significant changes occur, but one thing stays the same. Humans suck at being nice. From slaves to genocide to war, history is full of quite a few oopsies that we would rather have swept under the rug. Another thing that was constant in every period was that something done by normal civilizations was not done by the Mongols, and vice versa. The Mongols serve as the wild card of world history, forging an empire spanning Eurasia, connecting much of the post-classical world, and generally inspiring awe and fear into everyone they meet. Even today, Mongols are remembered for their past actions. However, most teachers don't give them too much credit, except for, wait for it, Mr. Crawford.
Tiptoe through the wind.
Mr. Crawford is the direct descendant of Genghis Khan and tries to preserve his memory across the globe. Mr. Crawford has built countless Mongolian memorial museums and single-handedly put Mongols into the AP World History curriculum under the section, The World's Greatest Civilization Ever of All Time. But that's enough about world history because everyone knows that's one of the last things anyone wants to think about. I mean, world history information can be used anywhere. Why, just the other day I applied for a job over at Chick-fil-A, and one of the interview questions I was asked was which of the 7 locations of early civilization had ziggurats and cuneiform. By the way, if you ever apply there, the answer was not the Mongols. Clearly, the material learned in AP World History can be used everywhere. And now it's time for our open letter of the day. Elegant. But first, let's see what's in our not-so-secret containment. Oh look! It's my AP exam score! I think I did alright. And now it's time for the letter. Dear AP Committee, I would like to congratulate you on creating one of the most difficult exams in existence. At no point in the exam are you sure of how you did, and while writing the 3 S's in the end, you begin to question how you passed 3rd grade English. And in the end, 120 minutes is either too much or too little. So you are either looking at everyone else struggle for 30 minutes, or you are struggling yourself for those 30 minutes. All of you deserve a 1. Sincerely, every AP World History student ever. Once you're finally finished with the godforsaken AP exam, it's time to look at your plans for AP classes next year. Some of the available classes are AP Lang, AP US History, AP Chem, AP Environmental Science, and many others. But no matter what APs you decide to take next year, AP World History will always hold a special place in your heart. Even if that place is just a dark corner of regret and shame. That's all for today, people, and due to budget cuts, I'm afraid this will be our last episode. To see videos much better than this, go check out Crash Course on YouTube, where they actually teach things. This production was brought to you by Wilson Lewis, Logan Neely, Eric Eisenhardt, and Grant Gibbons, and was sponsored by my old AP World History teacher, Mr. Crawford.